I just have to start the song in any concert and everybody starts singing it. बहुत लोग पूछते हैं कि भाई आप गाना सीखे तो आपको सिंगर बनना था, तो बोलता नहीं। तो अपने अंदर का शोर जो है ना, वो शोर सुनाई दे रहा है, उसको बंद करो। तो मैं ऐसे करके गा रहा हूँ, ऐसे करके गा रहा हूँ, घर पे जाके भी गाया, मतलब शोर तो सुनाई नहीं दे रहा है। When I was singing that song, Ram Gopal Verma, Hari, he's like, Hey Rama, ye kya hua? He enacted the whole thing to me. I really remember it now. Singing Uire. Tuire, Uire. And suddenly after that, about 3 girls were carried out unconscious. So I said, man, what's this? Arijit is, as I understand, he's a classically trained singer. अच्छा गाते हैं, बहुत गुणी है. जब तक महबूबा है, रोमांस है, तो गजल है. मुझे फिर वही याद आने लगे हैं, जिन्हें भूलने में जमाने लगे हैं. Please pray all singers that you get good songs. गाना ही अच्छा नहीं है, गाना ही भूल गए लोग, तो मुझे क्यों याद रखेंगे?
म्यूजिक डायरेक्टर 3-4 सिंगर से गाना गवा लेते हैं,
अभी तो 15 सिंगर गाते हैं.
हाँ, और फिर बोलते भी नहीं कि किसका गाना सिलेक्ट होगा until the day of the release. कभी फेवरेटिज्म भी होता है कि मुझे ये सिंगर पसंद है तो इसका वर्जन रखता हूँ. Is there a song you regret letting go?
हाँ, there was this song.
What do you think about this whole changing meaning definition of love today? आपने इतने प्यारे प्यारे गाने गाए, चंदा रे कभी तो जमीन पर आ बैठेंगे बातें करेंगे.
जी.
Talk so much about real romance that should be between a couple. पर आज शायद जो प्यार के मायने हैं वो बहुत बदल गए हैं. शायद ऑप्शन ज्यादा है इसलिए ये हो सकता है. How do you look at love today?
See, love is to be with somebody with no strings attached.
You mean expectations or no strings attached?
No strings attached, no expectation. Actually, that is love.
Can you elaborate?
वो होता ही नहीं है.
जी, कैसे होगा?
नहीं होता है ना, क्योंकि the moment you're in love, you expect certain behavior from that person, and that person be. So ये expectation जो है, तो उसमें ये citizenship, ये सब शिप आ जाता है, उसमें नैनोशिप वगैरह आ जाता है
जी.
क्योंकि प्यार जो है ना, इट इज हो जाता है, कर नहीं सकते हैं आप प्यार बेसिकली. आई डोंट नो व्हाट हाउ इट हैपेंस, बट इट हैपेंस बेसिकली. एंड देखिए एक बात है, देखिए बच्चे माँ से प्यार करते हैं, देयर इज नो स्ट्रिंग्स अटैच्ड, नो, इट डजंट एक्सपेक्ट एनीथिंग फ्रॉम द मदर.
Or you do actually, sir.
No, when
you're very small.
Yeah, very small. Before they're 1 year old.
Yeah.
Before they are taught the worldly knowledge. I mean, they get how do you react? Because basically we only react to what we are said.
Sure.
What is learning is hearing somebody else telling you and then you react to it.
Yeah.
The knowledge comes from outside. Then you say, you meditate and you go inward, and then the actual knowledge comes. So all the years when you're learning somebody else's thought.
Okay.
It's not from here. So we are reacting. You're not acting. So even love is reacting. So when it becomes acting, like when it comes from within, basically from you, then it stays for a longer time.
Sure.
जैसे कि मैं बताता हूँ कि बहुत लोग पूछते हैं कि भाई आप गाना सीखे तो आपको सिंगर बनना था, तो मैं बोलता नहीं, मैं गाना सीखा क्योंकि मेरे घर में सब गाते हैं. अच्छा, तो मुझे गाना था क्योंकि मुझे गाना, I wanted to sing. I wanted to be a singer. Nothing else.
There was no strings attached to it.
There's no expectation, no strings attached to it. Only that passion.
Makes sense. I understand when you, आपको पूरी दुनिया हरिहरन के नाम से जानती है, पर आपको घर वाले, आपके दोस्त रवि बुलाते हैं?
हाँ, रवि बुलाते हैं क्योंकि मैं रविवार पैदा हुआ था.
एक्चुअली इज दैट द रीजन? ओह वाओ.
So they call me Ravi.
हाँ.
And और क्या है ना, see my grandfather, that's my father's name is Hariharan.
Hmm.
So my mother cannot call me Hariharan. You
The
understand?
respect.
हाँ, and then because Hariharan तो my grandfather also look around.
जी.
वही कौन है करके.
Yeah.
So there's always a pet name. तो ये पेट नेम जो है मेरा रवि है. तो घर में सब बुलाते हैं. लॉट वेरी क्लोज ऑफ माय क्लोज फ्रेंड्स आल्सो कॉल मी रवि.
What gives you more happiness when people call you Ravi or कि people call you Hariharan?
Actually
Actual खुशी कब मिलती है, जब आपको
अरे
लोग
दोनों-
रवि
दोनों।
बुलाते हैं या जब लोग आपको हरिहरन
दोनों
बुलाते हैं?
क्योंकि मेरे उस्ताद जी गुलाम सुआ खान साहब वो मुझे हरी बुलाते थे. बड़ा अच्छा लगता था.
हाँ.
हरी, क्योंकि वो जो आई कैन इवन एंड टॉकिंग अबाउट नेम्स, जब मैं पहली बार मेहदी साहब को मिला जो मेरे गुरु हैं, रूहानी गुरु हैं, तो बोला बेटा क्या नाम है आपका? तो मेरा बड़ा हरिहरन. तो हरिहरन हरिहरन तो रिपीट करने लगे. तो बोला गूंज है नाम में. Stuck with me.
Yeah. This is मेहंदी हसन साहब.
हाँ जी.
मुझे तुम नजर से गिरा तो रहे हो, मुझे तुम कभी भी बुलाना सकोगे. What a singer. So have these been your inspirations when you grew up?
Of course, I mean, I grew up in Bombay. I was born into a Carnatic classical family. I learned Carnatic music from my mother at a very young age. And then I went to Bosco, Don Bosco,
Yes. Matunga.
Matunga. So obviously there's choir singing and there's some
Convent school.
English music and
Yes.
things like that. So exposed to that. Then come home, then you're listening to Bina Ka Geet Mala. मन रे तो काहे न धीर धरे. Rafi साहब
जी.
Lata ji, Asha ji, you know, like, so being in Bombay, it is very beautiful to grow up. There's so much of, it is a melting pot.
Yeah.
It is always a melting pot, you know. So that, I used to sing all kinds of music without knowing, अरे ये अलग है करके. You know, चलो ये भी गा लेते हैं, वो भी गा लेते हैं, ठीक है. किशोर दा का भी गा लेते हैं, मनादा जी.
मराठी साहब का.
I used to sing a lot of Mukesh ji also. I used to love his songs, you know. So we got pleasure very easily. We were exposed to it.
Yeah.
And in our family, we listen to all kinds of music. There are only two kinds of music for us, good and bad. So we like all good music and whatever it comes from. Like I've been exposed to Marathi, Natya Sangeet. I stayed all my life next to Hindu colony.
Yeah.
Rio College. So we used to go to Shivaji Mandir, listen to a lot of Marathi, Natya Sangeet, and then go to Shanmukhananda, where my father was the principal of the musical college there. Oh. So we used to listen to one day Hariyakodiya Ramanujaya Iyengar, one of the doyens of Carnatic music. Next day there used to be Bade Ghulam Ali Khan Sahab singing. So, you know, it was, wow.
The exposure was crazy.
Yeah, tremendous.
Crazy.
Yeah.
But you grew up in Dadar?
Yeah.
And your parents were musicians. Your grandfather, if I'm not mistaken, used to play tabla in Tamil films also.
No, harmonium.
Harmonium.
His name was Vardhan. So he used to be called Harmonist Vardhan.
Harmonist Vardhan.
So when he was about 19-20, he came to Bombay, Pune with a drama troupe from Kerala. So he was playing harmonium and all that. So when after one or two or three programs, they were going back. So he says, I'm going to stay back. And then he used to know shorthand typing. So he joined Gannon Tankarli as a shorthand typist. And 15 years later, he was the general manager of the same firm from Calcutta.
Wow.
He really worked hard and he brought up the family and things like that. And the same thing with my father. He did his graduation in music from Travancore School of Music, Trivandrum. And then he came here and then struggled मतलब कमाल का struggle किया उन्होंने. And then he formed South Indian School of Music. And he taught my mother also. Later they got married, and he passed up quite early.
When you were 8.
Yeah. After that, Amma took over, and single-handedly she's taught at least about 12 to 1300 kids.
That's a lot.
Carnatic music, yeah. तो किसी ने पूछा कि यार, when the ghazal era was on, I didn't click because I was just making my thing. I took time to learn my Urdu and things like that, whatever the reasons were. And I came, I wanted to sing. Ustadi गाना मुझे गाना था. Takes time.
Yeah.
It takes years of riyaz. And I started doing that riyaz after when I reached college.
Oh.
Yeah. Because I met Khan Sahib, Ghulam Sahib Khan Sahib when I was 17, 18. So it took me 20, 25, 26 to kind of reach to one stage where ki gala घूम रहा है, कुछ कर सकता, जो मैं कहना चाहता हूँ कर सकता है. I couldn't sing. I never sang anybody else's music. I used to love to, but I didn't want to be that.
Yeah. You wanted to create an identity.
हाँ, वो था. And that is what, and I told my mothers, because all my friends started working and they started drawing salaries and all that. तो मैं तो घर पे बैठ के रियाज कर रहा हूँ. तो मैंने एक दिन पूछा, अम्मा देखो ये करते करते बहुत साल लग जाएंगे मेरे को, तो क्या करूँ छोड़ दूँ, नौकरी ले लूँ. I could have got a job. I was a lawyer.
Yeah.
तो she said, take your time. Don't worry. Because our life is simple. So we'll just go through it.
Thank God your mother said that. We have you now.
Absolutely. It's like a blank check. I've said this before.
Yeah. Yeah. But do you sometimes imagine if you wouldn't have taken that advice? I think you first started to pursue science, then you pursued law.
Yeah, science because
SIS college you were in.
SIS college. I did chemistry, zoology. यार देखो, we were not that ये करियर है, ये करना है, वो करना है, ऐसा नहीं है. I was already interested in music. तो मतलब चलो, if you don't have a double graduation, you're not a literate person in our
Yeah.
जो मद्रासी हैं वो तो यार अच्छा डॉक्टरेट है, ठीक है, ये PhD है, ठीक है, BSc अच्छा BSc है, that kind of thing.
I agree. I know this.
हाँ, तो so I did that, and after that I did what I had to do.
Yeah. साइन के SIS कॉलेज के पास गुरु कृपा है. आपने बहुत टाइम स्पेंड किया, समोसे खाए आपने गुरु कृपा के बहुत.
हाँ बिल्कुल. हनुमान कफे और वो दूसरा क्या है आपने क्या बताया? गुरु कृपा. हाँ, सुपर समोसा. या बड़े होते थे.
सर आपने अपनी तालीम उस्ताद गुलाम मुस्तफ़ा खान साहब से ली है. आपको अपनी पहली मुलाकात याद है उनसे?
So I hear Khan Sahib's Bhupal Todi and Naiki Kanda. There's a LP. These are two rags which he had sung. And my mama Narayan, he had got this, purchased this record, and I got sold on it. Heavenly singing. And singing which I couldn't fathom. Kaise, kahan se, how can you produce this kind of gaiki and things like that? It intrigued me. And I told my mom, I want to learn from him. So she looked at it and she started laughing. She smiled. He said, why are you smiling? Yeah. You know who he is? Ustad Ghulam Mustafa Khan Sahib. And he's going to teach you. Why not? I learned from him. Why? Because you've been teaching so many people. They come and learn to you. So why not? You understand?
Yeah.
So learning music was a very normal thing. And anybody teach was a very normal thing. So that there was no aura. I've seen the greatest of Guru in my mom.
Yes.
So I have this adulation and this love for this guru. So he's going to teach me.
Yeah.
So the conviction was there. And some few months down the time, I mean, we were at a concert of Pandit Jitendra Abhishek.
Ji.
Very near our house. So we were sitting, me and mom. We were friends. Like, we used to go to concerts, we used to go for films and everything.
Your mother was your best friend.
Yeah. So she's just nudging me and says, Ravi, look who's there. So I said, man, oh man, this man is from that LP. Ustad Ghulam Saga Sahab. I started buzzing. I said, Khan Sahab is here. I said, yes. I'm going to talk to him. I said, don't do anything stupid. Just say it. Namaskar. Touch his feet. Take care. So there was a short break or something like that. Bhaga मैंने. Khan Sahab, मेरा नाम हरिहरन है और मेरी मम्मी सिंगर है. तो हम यहाँ पास में रहे. I don't know what made me say, मैं पास में रहता हूँ, आप घर आएंगे. Imagine that.
Yeah.
But I think that was innocence or ignorance. I don't know what it was. अच्छा, दूसरी बात क्या है ना, when you hear a person's music a lot of times ना, you feel you know the person.
I agree. Yeah.
This happened with me with Asha ji and Lata ji. See, we have all grown up with them.
Absolutely.
So we felt they are
घर के
yeah, and auntie, elderly person from our house. So when I first met Lata ji or Asha ji, I felt I knew them. I was so normal. But when I started singing with them, then I could understand. All that tension started.
The greatness.
So coming back to Khan Sahab, so I said, so आप आएंगे इधर ही आए चाय पीने. It is already 9 o'clock. Yeah. But I had to tell something. So he said, हाँ, चलो चलते. I ran and told mom, Amma is coming home. What home? How will we take him? We came in taxi.
Yeah.
And luckily we are a common our friend, very close friend, family friend, Neelakantan. So he had a car. So we took Khan Sahab home, and he was very happy.
Wow.
Because our house is totally like a musician's house, Tanpura, or like that kind of ambience. Very happy. So he was talking to my mother, how many years you've been doing this, and then Amma spoke about father and all that. So he was very happy. तो बोला सुनाओ कुछ. तुमने उससे पहले ऐसे Khan Sahab मुझे आपसे सीखना है. अच्छा. Then he started talking. मैं सर कुछ सुनाओ. तुम बोला मुझे कुछ आता नहीं है. अरे तुम्हें कुछ नहीं आता इसलिए सीखना है ना. इसलिए तुम्हें सीखना है ना गाना. हाँ तो सुनाओ. And I was wobbling all over.
Yeah.
तो उस हालत में कुछ सुनाया मैंने उनको. And then he called me. Then he made me his shakir.
How long did you train with him?
Right from 17 years, when I was 17, 18, till he passed off.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a full lifelong relationship.
See.
It is music, of course. It is gaiki. It is ragdhari. It was the whole music was taught to me by him, and but life also.
Like what?
मैं उनसे सीखने के बाद 2-3 साल में I got some work. Film Gaman I sang. So obviously when you sing now, suddenly you have people buzzing you and you have to go and meet people and so I also was going इधर उधर. तो 1-2 क्लास कुछ अच्छा वो कमाल है. एक पलटा देते थे वो. अगर आप रियाज किए हैं जिस तरीके से करना है तो आप गाएंगे तो उनको मालूम है कि रियाज किया है. उसका 19 भी हो जाए ही लो क्या रियाज नहीं किया तूने. बिकॉज उतना रियाज करने से वो रविश से कह सकते हैं उस फ्रेज को आप. अगर आप नहीं करें उतना, इफ यू नॉट पुट इन दैट मच एफर्ट, तो वो बात नहीं बनती है
जी
उस पलटे में
जी
क्या जो भी। तो बोले ऐसा कुछ, बोले देख बेटा, पहला सिर बनाना अपना मजबूत, उसके बाद टोपी ढूंढना।
जी
एंड इवन टुडे आई टेल दिस टू माई स्टूडेंट्स, ऐसा क्या, पहले अपने आप को तैयार करो ना। सेम थिंग विद जयदेव जी, आई मेट जयदेव जी, ही गेव मी द फर्स्ट सॉन्ग इन फिल्म गमन।
यस
तो
स्मिता पाटिल।
बोलते थे, हरी देखो तुम अच्छा गाते हो, अभी उर्दू सीखो, अपने आप को इतना अच्छा कर लो कि लोग तुम्हारे पास आए। कि तभी तो सोशल मीडिया नहीं था ना, कि मैं ये किया हूँ करके, कुछ था ही नहीं।
जी
Today's life is different.
या
That day you should have the quality, then people used to come. But it is true even today. If you have the quality, it'll happen to you.
या आई एग्री।
There's no shortcut to it. Then if it is a shortcut, you have arrived at something, it's short-lived.
Probably then it's not your destiny also if you arrive with a shortcut. Maybe you're meant for something more bigger.
Correct. So I think it took me a long time to kind of establish myself, and it took about 10 years. Like slowly I was doing ghazals, I was doing film songs and this and that. And then there was this time I'd sung for all, Shivji, Hariji, Naushad Saab, Jaidev Ji. Jaidev Ji was the person who gave me the first break. Lakshmikant Pyarlal, Panchamda. I was just going through it. Then I started singing ghazals from 80. So every year, every 2 years, I used to come with a ghazal album. So that was also progressing. Sukoon was produced in London, basically. So it was a parallel journey. The ghazal and the film music. It was a parallel journey. And in the 90s, I got a break. I sang for Bombay.
Yeah.
Bharat Humko Jaan Se, I mean, Roja.
Yeah.
Then Bombay. So it kind of catapulted me to
Skies.
a different level of, it happens. Like,
Yeah, absolutely.
And everything which I did got value.
Yeah.
All my songs, all my ghazals, which I've been doing for nearly about 12, 13 years or 15 years,
Yeah.
that was all. Everybody started listening to that.
Yeah.
So that's my story.
Yeah.
Like till 92, I would say.
Yeah. No, all your songs are तू ही रे, चाहे वो मिलेनियल हो, चाहे मिलेनियल के पहले हो, बाद में हो, जो भी हो, सबको वो गाना छूटा है, सबको वो गाना। और ऐसे और कितने सारे गाने हैं आपके। पर सर, आपको खान साहब ने एक बार कहा था कि अंदर का शोर बंद करो। क्या था ये सर?
I know, वो मैं गा रहा था कुछ, तो बोले बेटा, तो अपने अंदर का शोर जो है ना, वो शोर सुनाई दे रहा है, उसको बंद करो। तो मैं तो मैं ऐसे करके गा रहा हूँ, ऐसे करके गा रहा हूँ। घर पे जाके भी गाया, बोला शोर तो सुनाई नहीं दे रहा है। फिर समझ में आया कि यू सेइंग कि एक जो शोर अपने अंदर जो होता है, थॉट में, you make it quieter. I think the emotions you go through, or the tensions you go through, or the stress you go through, or so many things, like उसको absorb करो, उसको एक पकड़ में ले आओ. Because what is the most important thing for music? What would you think is the most important thing to listen to music?
To listen to music, I think to feel it.
Silence. We need silence to listen to sound,
Yes.
to music.
Yeah.
So that way, if you are silent, you're more receptive to the music you're producing.
Wow.
That is what he wanted to say.
जी. आपको याद है ये शोर किस बात का था? आपके अंदर का शोर किस बात?
हाँ, मतलब अगर ये देखिए ना, एक एक गाना गा रहे हैं और कुछ आप सुर सोच रहे हैं, वो मत सोचो, वो शोर है उस वक्त, या कुछ और थॉट आ रहा है, वो शोर है.
जी.
It is polluting your clarity of thoughts.
Yeah.
That is what he meant.
Yeah. Usually, as boys, more often than not, we look up to our fathers for inspiration as role models. How they are handling a certain situation in life, how they are setting an example for us. You probably didn't have that, or it was taken away from you at a very early stage.
No, I would say, see, I'll tell you one thing. My mother had two brothers, Gobi, the elder one, and Narayan. Narayan was 10 years older to me, and Gobi was a little more older. So, Gobi was an uncle to me. Narayan was like a brother and an uncle to me. So that kind of, they filled in
The void.
the void. Yeah. And my grandfather was very caring, and he taught me a lot of things. Basically, I mean, he was a businessman, so I saw his discipline. He used to always say, "Be disciplined and be simple." He used to say simple things like, I don't know, I don't understand why people waste money in so many clothes. How many clothes you're going to wear? And he has never, he has given everybody a house to live in. Bought houses for his sons. He always stayed in a rented home.
Oh, really?
Huh? So you should say why? But he had a Chevrolet car.
Yeah.
He used to go every Saturday to Cooperage. He was a football fan. He used to play football in his younger days. So every Friday, Saturday, he used to be in Cooperage. He used to wear a nice gold watch and things like that. He used to smoke and very fashionable. He used to, there was a firm in UK, Scapa Dryers. So he used to import felts for paper machinery in India. And his friends, there were a lot of European friends he had, and they used to call him George.
Okay.
He was Christian
George by them.
George Worthen. So very, very fashionable man, suited, booted and things like that. But he always lived in a rented house. So I said, why? He said, why not? I love this place. This is my place. I pay rent and stay there. I don't need to own a house to say it's my house. This is my home. And still we have that home and we are renting it.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
And that's where I composed all my ghazals. I grew up till I did Kash. 2000.
That's a long time.
Yes.
That's a long time.
Till 2000. And it is small, about 900 square feet or so. And so I need a place. I said, Tata is grandfather. Tata, I need a place to practice. Because I used to practice raat ko 3 baje, 4 baje tak, fir so jana, fir utna, like recluse kind of a thing. So you said, go sit in the attic and practice. I took it seriously. We made a semi kind of a structure with a small AC running. I used to go and practice there and sit still there.
You have that connection to it.
Yeah, absolutely. It's like a temple for me, that place.
Ji.
Next to Rio College.
I remember Sushant Singh Rajput had once told me, ownership gives you attachment. And the moment you take away that attachment, you feel free and happy. So he also never owned anything.
But he was very attached. He loved his house. ये ownership सब है ना, it is all mirage. You don't own anything.
True.
What do you own? What do you take with you? You don't take anything. You have so many contracts. You have so many hundreds, thousands of paper and kept in your vault and say, that's all mine. But that is fine. But nothing beyond that. Don't take it so seriously
Yeah.
that it's more important than you or anybody else.
Yeah. Makes sense. कई बार सर ऐसा कहा जाता है स्पेशली म्यूजिक सर्किट में कि अगर आपको गज़ल गाना हो या कोई ऐसा गाना जिसमें हल्का सा दुख हो तो आपका खुद का दिल टूटा हुआ होना चाहिए टू रेप्लिकेट दैट फीलिंग इन द सॉन्ग. हमने बहुत सारी मूवीज़ में भी ये देखा है. फॉर एग्जांपल रॉकस्टार. अब आपने गाना गाया तू ही रे, मतलब इट हैज़ कनेक्टेड विथ जनरेशंस अक्रॉस.
Yeah.
Do you firstly agree to this philosophy कि if you have to sing a song which is about separation or which is about breakup, do you actually think that the person should have experienced the heartbreak to replicate that feeling in a song?
If you have gone through life and विरह किसी के साथ भी हो सकता है, दोस्त के साथ हो सकता है, महबूबा के साथ हो सकता है, एक कुछ काम कर रहे हैं तब वो अभी नहीं कर पा रहे हैं, उसमें भी विरह होता है. तो विरह इज अ इमोशन एंड लाइफ टीचेस यू दैट. लाइक खुशी किसी पहलू से भी आपको मिल सकती है.
जी.
करेक्ट. एनीबडी कैन गिव यू दैट खुशी. सो that emotion, you have experienced it.
Yeah.
विरह, you have experienced it. अभी क्या होता है, आपको एक गाना मिलता है, उसमें सुर भी विरह का है, शब्द भी विरह का है, फिट बढ़ जाता है.
जी.
तो that is the art. The art comes into play. The art comes into play and जो आपके अंदर जो भाव है विरह का, वो जागृत हो जाता है.
तो जब आप तू ही रे गा रहे थे, आप क्या सोच रहे थे? किस किस्म के विरह को आपने एक्सपीरियंस किया था उस वक्त?
मैंने बहुत सारे विरह को, देखिए, आप गाते वक्त आप कुछ नहीं सोचते हैं, आप सिर्फ गाना सोचते हैं. आपके अंदर है जो है. मतलब आप एक क्रिकेटर खेल रहे हैं, 100 माइल स्पीड पे एक बॉल आ रहा है, यू डोंट थिंक what you're going to play.
Yeah.
You just play.
Yeah.
Because there is a muscle memory in that.
Yeah.
So this is muscle memory, or this is a memory of your heart or whatever. And it plays. You don't even know what it is.
But it's coming from somewhere.
Yes.
But at that point, you remember the recording of this song?
When I heard the song, when I heard the tune, I felt I knew the tune.
It was a deja vu for you.
Deja vu, yeah. मतलब एक होता है ना कि यार 15-20 मिनट तो लगता है या आधा घंटा तो लगता है एक ट्यून को कैप्चर करने में, फिर सीखना वो अलग बात है. बट ये ऐसा जा रहा है करके. It hit me the first time. And Rahman ji sings it with the piano, when he plays the piano and then hums with it. I said, wow. And I took the words, Tamil mein tha pehla, uire karke. I took the words, I started learning that, and the whole process was less than an hour. Seekhna, fir half an hour mein I could deliver the content was there.
Half an hour?
Just half an hour.
To sing this whole song?
Yeah. Half an hour to 40 minutes, that's all. There was no much of retakes. We just get, oh, this is nice. Oh, did 2-3 improvisations. It was a very cool day, And just after that, I was leaving to London with Leslie for doing the first album of Colonial Cousins.
Yeah.
तो मैं उधर जाके बोला, अरे लेस, ये गाना सुन यार, बड़ा अच्छा गाना है. Of course, the गाना में कुछ हार्मनी नहीं था ना, तो लेस्ली heard the song, is nice यार, it's nice. बोला तू सुन, अच्छा है करे. अरे अच्छा गाना है बोल रहा हूँ ना करके. नहीं, बहुत मजा आया मेरे को. I was saying. And when the song came, he says, Hari, what you said was right. It's an amazing song because you were humming it this way, but the impact which I had then it hit Leslie also.
Yeah.
बोले यार अच्छा गाना है ये.
नहीं सर, आज भी लोग सुनते हैं, मतलब कितना साल हो गया सर इस गाने को. इनफैक्ट द तमिल वर्जन ऑल्सो, आई डोंट अंडरस्टैंड द तमिल, आई डोंट अंडरस्टैंड द लैंग्वेज, बट व्हेन आई हैव हर्ड द तमिल वर्जन ऑल्सो यू स्टिल कनेक्ट टू इट.
Yeah.
आई डोंट अंडरस्टैंड द वर्ड्स, आई डोंट अंडरस्टैंड द लिरिक्स, बट वो कनेक्शन फिर भी
क्योंकि
बैठता है.
वो इमोशन कंटेंट है ना उसमें. हाँ.
जी.
वो है, वो विरह अगेन, द लॉन्गिंगनेस, द वो है उस गाने में.
You're talking about Riyaz a while back. Arijit Singh once in an interview said that he changed his voice by training his vocal cords. Is that possible? Can you actually change your voice by training your vocal?
Yeah, you can do. It's a very powerful instrument, the vocal cords. It's a small thing, but if you understand it, and you can do so many things. I mean, there are I think Buddhists, or there are there's one or two singers who can sing the melody and the harmony behind it also.
As in?
They have two sets of vocal cords, and the one is vibrating in a different the harmony of the song, and they can sing the melody also.
Really?
Yeah.
Can you name someone?
I'm not. There is one African American singer.
Okay.
Yeah. It's very interesting.
But you can train it like that.
You can. Because, I mean, basically, Arijit is, as I understand, he's a classically trained singer. अच्छा गाते हैं, बहुत गुणी है, तबला भी बजाते हैं.
जी.
He has gone through the process of becoming a musician, and he plays guitar also. और उसके बाद उनको लगा कि मेरी आवाज़ जो भी उनको कलर ले आना था, you would have worked hard on it. It is possible to change your texture, to change the tonal quality of your voice. हो सकता है.
आज के ज़माने में बहुत सारे बच्चे संगीत सीखना चाहते हैं, पर कहीं किसी इंटरव्यू में भी कहा गया है कि इफ़ यू रियली वांट टू बिकम अ क्लासिकली ट्रेन सिंगर यू शुड एटलीस्ट स्पेंड 7 to 8 hours of रियाज एवरी डे. इफ़ यू कांट डू इट, डोंट इवन गेट इनटू इट. इज इट ट्रू?
बिकॉज क्या है ना, क्लासिकल में तैयारी ज़रूरत है. तैयारी के लिए आपका मसल मेमोरी बहुत पावरफुल होना चाहिए. मसल मेमोरी में पावरफुल होने के लिए आपको रियाज करना बहुत ज़रूरी है. रियाज मतलब का क्या है? रेपिटेशन. और आप रिपीट करते हैं एक चीज़ को, आप 100 बार रिपीट करेंगे, उसका शक्ल ये होगा. उसको 10,000 टाइम रिपीट कीजिएगा, उसका शक्ल अलग हो जाएगा.
जी.
जैसे आप श्लोक पढ़ते हैं, एक श्लोक को आप 1000 बार कहिएगा, वो श्लोक विल स्टार्ट साउंडिंग डिफरेंट. उसका गूंज अलग हो जाता है. सो द सेम थिंग विद रियाज, विद वोकल और विद instruments. And the same thing goes to a cricket or a football or any game.
Yeah. There's a simple phrase ना, practice makes a man perfect.
Yeah, exactly. आप नेट्स में जाके क्या करते हैं? वही रियाज ही कर रहे हैं ना.
जी.
नेरे गा दा बा मा बा गा मा रे गा नेरे सा दा बा मा बा गा मा रे गा नेरे सा दा बा. You keep saying that. तो उसमें जादू पैदा होता है. तो ये करने के लिए वक्त चाहिए ना बाबू.
जी.
वक्त चाहिए.
जी. हर अच्छी चीज़ भोग मांगती है. तो ये तो है कि अगर आपको कुछ महारती हासिल करनी है तो टाइम तो देना पड़ेगा. आप आज भी रियाज करते हैं? करता हूँ. नहीं तो दिखता है. मैं देखिए, जब मैं बिजी रहता हूँ कि हर दिन आप रिकॉर्ड कर रहा हूँ या शोज हैं, तो फिर बैठ के रियाज कम करता हूँ, क्योंकि आई हैव टू प्रिजर्व माई एनर्जी फॉर दैट. अगर गैप है, एक हफ्ता कुछ नहीं है, तो रोज रियाज करता हूँ मैं. 1 घंटा 2 घंटा जब भी मतलब हो, सो दैट यू आर इन शेप. दिस इज लाइक अ रनर, अ स्प्रिंटर, बिफोर ही डज वार्म अप ना, ये वार्म अप है. जी.
रियाज इज अ वार्म अप.
Yeah.
That is important.
Yeah. So many of your fans would give anything to be a fly on the wall when you're doing your riyaz. And just to see you in that raw essence, it would be such a pleasure. Do you think ghazal in today's time is a dying form of art? a lot of people are not connecting to it, or people don't have the time to invest in it. Do you feel it?
एक बात बोलूं मैं, I want to correct this. It's a statement which has been given. जहाँ भी मैं जाता हूँ या और भी अच्छे आर्टिस्ट हैं जो गज़ल गाते हैं, we get even a crowd like 5,000, 6,000 people. 2,000 से 3,000, 4,000 लोग आते हैं, सुनते हैं, टिकट खरीद के आते हैं, क्योंकि स्पॉन्सरशिप कम होता है गज़ल में. The problem is the corporate world or the mainstream are not into ghazals. I don't know why.
Yeah.
It's like ballads, Baba. You have the biggest country and the ballad singers of the Western world even having that glitter today. The mainstream has shied away from there.
जी.
But the people have not shied away. जब तक महबूबा है, जब तक रोमांस है, जब तक शायरी है, जब तक प्यार है, तो गजल है.
जी.
Simple. There is no two ways about it. But I'll tell you, Rekta, Jashne Rekta. 3-4 years back I was there. There were about 10,000 kids. They knew all my ghazals, which were released in 90s. मुझे फिर वही याद आने लगे हैं जिन्हें भूलने में ज़माने लगे हैं. सब गा रहे हैं वो. How it is? I mean, it's even every year they have such a huge thing.
Yeah.
So there are so many other. I've been doing some mehfils called Ibtida. Amazing crowd who come there. They want only to listen to ghazals, shairi. They're happy. In fact, coming about that, I've just started work on
a ghazal album.
A ghazal album, Mirza Ghalib.
This is with Karan?
No. Ghalib Saab's ghazals, Mirza Ghalib's ghazals. And it's not been sung till now by anybody.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I've done a curate, Faraz Shehzad Sahab, he's curated for me, and then we've just recorded 6 songs, and I'm very excited about it. And I want to do a series with Ghalib, Mir, Daag, Momin, Faiz Ahmad Faiz, you know.
Wow.
So this thing. Before that, I'm on the threshold of releasing a new album called Jaan Meri. The poet is Faraz Shehzad, and there are 5 ghazals in it, with 1 ghazal video basically. It's going to get released in a month's time. Sufi Score is releasing the album. Yeah.
This is the same one you're done with Karan?
Karan. Karan has acted in the video.
Oh, nice. He wants to become an actor?
He's an actor. He has done a couple of movies. Yeah.
Oh, nice. And anything with Akshay? Any collaboration?
Akshay, yes. He's into electronic music. He's the electronic man at home, basically. And he does a lot of trance and dance music and things like that. So I've done some classical bits with him. And that's also due for release. So everything coming very soon.
Yeah, I can't wait, sir. Really can't wait for all of this. Sir, as a ghazal singer yourself, when you see your contemporaries, like say Jagjit Singh Saab, do you notice the minute techniques, how he sings, how he delivers a certain line?
Yes, of course. These are basically when you're doing a doctorate or a PhD, like when you really want to sing at that level, is doing like a doctorate in singing, basically. You have to learn, you have to understand these masters. Because everybody have got so much to give you.
Yeah.
Andaz. अच्छा क्या होता है ना, मेहदी साहब, गुलाम अली, Jagjit Singh. I'm talking of ghazals because I'm just Begum Akhtar. All these are powerful artists who have, their philosophy of music is different. वो दायरे में है, बट जिस तरीके से वो देखते हैं वो अलग है.
जैसे कि अगर आप एग्जाम्पल से समझा पाए.
जैसे कि बेगम अख्तर साहिबा, शी यूज्ड टू सिंग गजल्स इन रागधारी. देखने वाले कहते हैं दीवाना, आज मुझे ना, 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 आलम है तन्हा, दूर है मंजिल राहें मुश्किल, आलम है तन्हाई का, आलम है. ओपन सिंगिंग. और ऐसे सुर उनके लगते थे कि वह ठाक करके यूं
लग रहे.
आज मुझे एहसास हुआ है, ऐसा लगता कि इट्स लाइक द वर्ड्स आर लाइक पर्ल्स. एंड शी वाज अ पर्सन हु ब्रॉट गजल सिंगिंग फ्रॉम महफिल्स टू कॉन्सर्ट प्लेटफॉर्म.
ओके.
उन्होंने वो चीज किया. शी ब्रॉट इट टू द कॉन्सर्ट प्लेटफॉर्म लेवल. And then she was just before the modern ghazal singing break. I would say modern singing was Mehdi Hasan Sahab. He started that movement from Pakistan. Basically. Then Ghulam Ali Bhai was there. And during that time, Jagjit Bhai started the wave here in India, basically. And no, Mehdi Saab, he had khayal angenim. Khayal is, as the word goes, it is imagination. तो सुर भरना, शब्दों को सुरों में पिरो के वो एक वीडियो बनाते थे. These are his own words. कि हम शब्द और सुर को मिलाकर आपके लिए एक सीन क्रिएट करते हैं. अच्छा, वो सीन क्रिएट करते हैं, आप भी देखते हैं, पर आपका कहानी अलग है, इनका कहानी अलग है. मैं जो कह रहा हूं वो कहानी अलग है. दैट इज गजल. जी. Each shade means something else to you, something else to me, something else to a third person. That is the beauty of ghazal. और एक महफिल में अगर 100 आदमी बैठे हैं आपके सामने या 500 बैठे हैं, हर आदमी को लगता है कि मैं, ये जो सिंगर है मेरे लिए गा रहा है. He created that aura. And that was carried forward by all these masters. Jagjit Ji, Ghulam Ali Bhai. So many. I mean, there is a lot more singers who are there because. So this is how ghazal came into place. And that's how I got sucked into it.
Which has been your most rewarding ghazal for yourself? It's hard to choose between your own kids and your own creations. But आपका सबसे मन पसंदीदा ghazal आपका खुद का कौन सा है?
मुश्किल है ना?
बहुत मुश्किल. बहुत मुश्किल सवाल है ये.
Yeah, but I think musically and it's very rewarding. काश ऐसा कोई मंजर होता. काश ऐसा कोई मंजर होता, मेरे कांधे पे तेरा सर होता, काश ऐसा कोई जमा करता जो मैं आए हुए संग, सर छुपाने के लिए घर होता.
Wow. Sir, I have to ask you this. आपने बॉलीवुड में, आपने कहीं इंटरव्यू में कहा था कि बॉलीवुड में एंट्री का क्रेडिट आप रहमान साहब को देते हैं.
नहीं, ये नहीं कहूँगा. नहीं, it is not. That is wrong. एंट्री का क्रेडिट जो है जयदेव जी को. Because he was like a guru, friend, philosopher, guide, everything, you know, like, and जो उर्दू में I started learning Urdu because of him. उन्होंने बोला कि आप उर्दू
सीखिए.
बट करेक्ट टाइम में करेक्ट जो उन्होंने मुझे एक डायरेक्शन दिया मुझे वो है. उसके बाद I've sung for Pancham Da, some beautiful songs, then Shiv Hari, Shivji Hari Ji, then Naushad Saab, Salil Da, Chitragupt Ji, Usha Khanna.
जी.
They've all contributed to my growth, I would say. And then what happened was in 92, Rahman came with his own sound, basically. And his sound became popular, and I was one element of his sound. Because I sang so many songs for him then.
So many.
So that kind of catapulted me to another position, basically. So it is a growth, I would say.
Yeah.
I was showcased to the commercial world that this is the voice.
But your fans know, sir, that if you ace a playback singing also and you ace ghazals also.
Yeah.
So the diversity and the versatility is out there for everybody who notices.
Because that held my interest. गजल गाते गाते कुछ अच्छा गाना मिल जाता प्लेबैक सिंग में उसका मजा आता था. लाइव शोज का गजल का बड़ा मजा आता था. So I enjoyed myself doing music. Then there came a time from 92 onwards, I was very busy with Tamil songs. I used to sing at least about 10-12 songs a month. उधर जाके 3 दिन रहना है, गा के आना है, फिर इधर आके बॉलीवुड में गाना है. Then from 96, Colonial started.
Yes.
So I became a busy bee.
Touch wood.
इधर उधर.
जी.
And with God's blessing, I would say, आज तक it's continuing.
Yeah.
Which is thanks to my fans and the love which everybody gives, you know.
Yeah. So your first collaboration with रहमान साहब was भारत हमको जान से प्यार है.
Tamira नाले
किया था.
Tamira नाले नमला. Before that, he had come to Bombay to do a jingle. तो मुझे बुलाए थे तो मैंने गाया. तो he said, I love your ghazals. I have your album Reflections. And then I started talking about the songs of the album. So I was really intrigued. I said, wow. I mean, he's a kid. I said, this kid from South and he's doing this music. I was very impressed, like, wow. And I love the sound, the way he recorded and all that. Then as we were parting, he said, there's a song which the film I'm doing for Mani Ratnam, and there's a song which I would like you to sing. Would you come and sing it? I said, of course, sure, I'll come. That's how it started, the South journey or Rahman's journey.
Ji. Do you remember the feedback you got after this song? It's a massive song.
It is magic. It is magic. And the whole South woke to a name called Hariharan. Slowly I started getting songs and things like that, you know. And when it works, now you can, you feel it.
Yeah.
Basically, it started like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So today when you become a legend, I'm just trying to understand the human behind an artist, which is why this question, sir, that kahin baar, when you're content today, you've seen the highs, you are considered a legend, so it is easier to think like that. But in your heydays, like I remember Kumar Sanu Da told me once that he has faced so much Bollywood politics in his earlier days. He was replaced at the last moment when probably music directors didn't like him. Now, as a growing artist, when you're trying to make your space in a competitive industry like ours, डर लगता है कि यार मेरा वर्चस्व ना चला जाए, यार मुझसे काम ना छूट जाए. सबसे पहले तो यार मुझसे काम ना छूट जाए. कभी आपने ये वाला फेज बैटल किया?
हाँ, एक when I was really busy na, I used to miss songs. Because I was not available. Physically, I was not available. वो कभी-कभी मुझे यार वो गाना मिस हो गया. But that was when I was really busy. When I was struggling, गाना नहीं मिला, ठीक है.
Okay.
क्या कर सकते हैं आप, नहीं मिला यार, नहीं मिला. कोई और, you go and sit at a music director's place and then you're rehearsing or you're तारीफें हो रही है, बट और कल को और कोई गा रहे हैं, ठीक है, गाने दो. Maybe you're not equipped for that song or you're not cast for that song basically. और फिर रियाज करता था तो ये सब भूल जाता था मैं. I was into some other madness, na?
Yeah. You're in love with what you do.
That's why I tell kids, do your best and leave the rest here. You can't control anything.
Yeah.
You just can't control anything.
Yeah. Is there a song you regret letting go?
There was this song written by Javed ji, and it was for Bonnie Kapoor's production. Nice song it was. I couldn't sing that song. Gala kharab tha mera.
Oh.
I couldn't do justice to it. And obviously they had to dub it.
Yeah.
I felt bad about it. I was like, yaar, अच्छा गाना. क्या करें?
Yeah.
कैसे? And then I've missed one or two big films in for Rajnikant. I missed one song because I was not here. Then somebody else had sung it well. Then I dubbed it, but then they kept the
Original.
This thing. Well, it's fine, but I missed that song.
पहले सर ये भी होता था ना कि एक्चुअली ये आज भी होता है. मैंने ये नोटिस किया है. मेरे कुछ सिंगर फ्रेंड्स हैं, वो मेरे को बोलते हैं कि म्यूजिक डायरेक्टर 3-4 सिंगर से गाना गवा लेते हैं.
अभी तो 15 सिंगर गाते हैं.
हाँ, और फिर बोलते भी नहीं कि किसका गाना सिलेक्ट होगा until the day of the release.
नहीं, अभी तो कुछ अलग ही हो गया है. ऐसा नहीं था तभी. क्या होता है ना, that's why I say ना, film music is not music per se. Film music is music for films.
Okay.
It is for a visual. It's for a character who is a part of a story. So there are so many other things which come into play when you choose a singer and when you keep a song and how you use it.
Like?
वही कह रहा हूँ मैं, मतलब कि 4 आदमी गा रहे हैं, उनको लगता है ये कैरेक्टर के लिए ये वॉइस सूट हो रहा है.
कभी फेवरेटिज्म भी होता है कि मुझे ये सिंगर पसंद है तो इसका वर्जन रखता हूँ.
Yeah, a hero can say that, the director can say that, or a producer can say that. There are so many people who are vital in choosing. अभी आप एक एल्बम कर रहे हैं, आप योर सुप्रीमो, आप कुछ भी कीजिएगा, आप योर क्रिएटिविटी इज मोर. आप छलांग मार सकते हैं, कुछ भी कर सकते हैं, उटपटांग काम कर सकते हैं, विच कैन बी अमेजिंग. द फिनेंसर होने से यार तू बड़ा वेस्ट कर दिया मेरा काम, मेरा टाइम वेस्ट किया, कुछ नहीं है. सो देयर इज फ्रीडम देयर. यहाँ पे एक चीज है, उसके अंदर एवरीबडी इज कवरिंग देयर बैक एंड दे वांट टू make a hit out of that.
Yeah.
This is there. So these are two different worlds. I can say that because I've been in both two different worlds and I have functioned successfully in both these two worlds.
Yeah.
A lot of people like me are there. So which is wonderful. We enjoy both the worlds.
But then do you feel frustrated when something like this happens, when a hero comes and takes a call? Has it ever happened with you that a hero has taken a call and you felt ki...
I wouldn't know it.
To that level that you wouldn't know it.
I wouldn't know it, yeah. I wouldn't know कि क्यों हुआ, but हुआ.
Heartbreaking?
No, it's disturbing. Turn the leaf. Because nothing is worth to get stuck on.
Yeah. Move on.
Move on. Life is too precious. You're too precious.
Yeah.
Your music is too precious. You have to be 100% functional to be a good musician. Move on.
Fair. हनुमान चालीसा जो आपने गाया है, इतने सारे लोगों ने सुना है. Do you remember recording it? Had you felt anything emotional, anything spiritual on the day of the recording?
देखिए, जब हनुमान चालीसा गाया है, जो भी भजन गाया है, समटाइम्स आई गेट गूज बम्प्स व्हेन आई एम सिंगिंग अ भजन. वो जो घर में पूजा होता है तो वी आर इनटू दैट बेसिकली. आरती में गाते हैं तो वो यू हैव टू हैव दैट थॉट इन प्रोसेस. वो एक कंडीशन होता है व्हेन यू सिंग अ स्पिरिचुअल सॉन्ग, तब जाके रिफ्लेक्ट होता है. तो हुआ होगा जब when I was singing, but I never thought that it's going to become so big.
Yeah, it's huge. But you remember, sir, your camaraderie with Gulshan Kumar ji? You remember your camaraderie, your equation with Gulshan Kumar?
Yeah. He was a very sweet person and you're very close. And बहुत मजा आया उनके साथ काम करना. बहुत it was a long stint and I've done a lot of work from him. And he's a very very hard-working man, I would say. He's really done a lot for, especially the spiritual side. उन्होंने किया है.
जी.
अपरे बाप. Yeah. Amazing, yeah.
Do you remember the day of his passing? What was your grief like?
It was a shock, basically. It was a shock. And I remember when I went to the T-Series office and then we gave a condolence message. Because the whole industry was shocked. Like,
Yeah.
it was a bad time. Yeah.
So correct me if I'm wrong, but you've sung Bhojpuri songs also.
हाँ, गाया हूँ.
And so many languages you've sung on. Today, a lot of people look at Bhojpuri songs with double meanings verses.
अरे यार, गाना किसी भी लैंग्वेज में डबल मीनिंग करके तो डबल मीनिंग होता है.
आप जब आपने गाया था, were you consciously trying to stay away from
वैसे गाने कुछ नहीं थे मेरे.
Correct. You were consciously trying to stay away from it.
No, not necessarily. No, ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. बट ऐसे गाने ही नहीं मिले नहीं. मुझे तमिल में कुछ ऐसे ही कुछ गा रहा था तो मेरे कोई तो मैंने गा लिया. तो वरना समय में रिलेटिव्स बोले, यार थोड़ा पढ़ो क्या है करके, ओ करके.
पर आपने गाया तो आपने ऐसे
ना, मतलब ठीक है करके गा लिया मैंने. उसके बाद उन्होंने बोला, यार ये मानी है. बोला अच्छा.
सर कुछ गाने हैं आपके, I'm just going to name them, 3 or 4 of them, and if you can just tell me some backstory behind it, how it came about, what were you thinking when you actually recorded that. Hi Rama, Ye Kya Hua from Rangila, Urmila and Jackie Shroff.
I can remember when I was singing that song, Ram Gopal Verma. Hari! He's like, Hai Rama, ye kya hua? He enacted the whole thing to me. I really remember it now. And we had a great time recording that song. And it was nice. And then we put a small bandish in front of it also. That's one thing I want to talk about Rahman is he's a great producer. He knows how to get the best from an artist. Things like, he has heard my ghazals so much. He knew in and out what I could deliver in terms of technicalities and things like that. And he would prod me. That was a beautiful part of it. That's how I could sing those songs the way I have done it, And wonderful. That's the geniusness of Rahman.
Yes. Jhoka Hawa Ka, Hum Dil De Chuke Sanam. I think Ismail Saab, music director.
Yeah. What a song and what a vision.
Yeah.
I mean, उस गाने में एक लाइन भी रिपीट नहीं होता है. आप देखा है अपना झोंका हवा का आज भी जुल्फे उड़ाता हो गाना, तेरा दुपट्टा आज भी तेरे सर से सरकता हो गाना, बालों में तेरे आज भी फूल कोई खिलता हो गाना, मैं देखता हूँ चुप चुप के तुमको महसूस करती हूँ. It's there's no repetition.
So true.
So it's like story.
Yeah.
That is the beauty of the song, and the way it is being said, it's like as if you're reading a book,
Yeah.
and then after the first chapter, the मुखड़ा चलता है, the first अंतरा comes a different chapter.
Yeah.
ठंडी हवाएं. हाँ.
Very nice. And it's so true, sir. Actually, I did not realize this until you said it. There is no line repetition in that song. Was it what was it like to be with Sanjay Bansali on the set?
Amazing. I mean, I could see
He's also music.
when he was when he was recording this song, he has already visualized the song. Because I could see the visuals when we after I recorded this song, I could see the visuals. That is a beautiful. I think he does that.
Yeah.
He visualizes his songs and he composes the song to that effect.
Yeah.
Because he's a director. I mean, a film director and a music director also.
Yeah. He choreographs also.
Yeah. So he could do both. He's composed a song. He has finalized the tune, the melody of the song, the arrangement of the song, and actually he's also visualizing his shots and he has the visuals.
Yeah.
That is why it is like this.
Yeah. Okay. Last one. बाहों के दरमिया.
बाहों के दरमिया यार, evergreen romantic song यार.
Yeah.
बाहों के दरमिया. दरमिया कितने खूबसूरत शब्द है. दो प्यार मिल रहे हैं, जाने क्या बोले मन, डोले सुन के बदन, धड़कन बनी जुबान, बाहों के दरमिया. It's a beautiful song. It is evergreen.
Yeah.
And I just have to start the song in any concert and everybody starts singing it.
Yeah. I love it.
It has got that magic in that song. Nobody shies from singing that.
Yeah.
It's so natural with people. They may not be in tune or something like that, but the content of it, the happiness which they emit while singing that song is common to a singer as well as a non-singer.
Yeah. You do so many concerts, sir. What has been your craziest fan moment? Something that really shook you also. कि यार ये क्या हो गया?
I remember I was with Leslie and we were doing Colonial Cousins.
Yes.
In Malaysia. And there was this jam-packed club. Huge club, but jam-packed. And we were singing Colonial. Then I was singing Uire. Uire, Uire. And suddenly after that, about 3 girls were carried out unconscious. It really happened. I mean, I have seen it happening to the all-time greats like Michael Jackson, all these people. So I said, man, what's this? So it was an amazing moment. I still remember it till today, till date.
That's what music does, no?
तो मैंने इस लेस्ली को बोला, लेस्ली मैंने क्या किया यार? कुछ किया तो नहीं मैंने.
No, so that's the impact.
Yeah, it's impact. Like.
Yeah. How did Colonial Cousins come into the picture? It was a mix of pop and ghazal, Hindustani classic. It was a fusion. How did it come about? At that point in time, did you feel?
It was just like, देखिए हम लोग बैठे हैं, like me and Leslie, and there was this script which had not come. So he took up his guitar and started playing something. तो मैं 10 मिनट के बाद मैं भी कुछ गाने लगा. So he was playing harmony, he was constructing a melody for the harmony. Then he went into kind of blues, 2-step के notes में लगाया. जैज में कुछ किया, तो मैं कुछ सरगम किया उसके साथ, तो आधा घंटा कुछ कर रहे थे। तो बोला यार, मैं बोला लेट्स कुछ केमिस्ट्री है, लेट्स कुछ हो जाए, दैट्स हाउ दैट डे, that is the starting point of Colonial.
And then it became that huge.
Yeah.
But sir, do you want to redo it to bring that fusion back? Do you want to do it again in today's time?
Okay, let it be a surprise.
So I'm taking this as a hint कि कुछ plan है,
Let me surprise.
कुछ होगा,
Yeah.
कुछ होगा. Look, I can't wait for this. So many decades, such a long career, sir. The most difficult thing that an artist ever goes through is to keep himself or herself relevant. क्योंकि लोग का मेमोरी बहुत छोटा है, भूल जाते हैं. इतने दशक अगर आपको लोग याद रख रहे हैं, हाउ डू यू कीप योरसेल्फ रेलेवेंट?
सर एक बात बोलूं मैं, यहाँ पे I give full credit to the lyrics writers and the composers of the song which I have rendered.
Okay.
What makes a singer? The singer who sing. I'm a ballad singer. I sing songs. I'm not a classical singer. I mean, I sing classical as far as my training is concerned. But what am I known for? To deliver songs. That is my vehicle. And those are powerful. And they keep me alive. And even today, if I can sing and I emote the same kind of feeling which I've done 20 years back, 30 years back, the magic is there.
Yeah.
It is a song. Obviously, I have to sing that way. There I come in. But without that, क्या करूँगा मैं? गाना ही अच्छा नहीं है, गाना ही भूल गए लोग, तो मुझे क्यों याद रखेंगे?
जी.
So it's very vital. You have to get. Please pray all singers that you get good songs.
Yeah.
बहुत जरूरी है.
It's a team effort.
It's a team effort, of course. It's a team effort.
When people meet you at the airport, do they come up with very weird requests? Sir, 2 लाइन गा दीजिए. कभी होता है? हाँ, होता है.
कभी गाल भी लेता हूँ if I'm in a mood. क्या होता है? वो खुश हो जाते हैं, क्या?
Yeah. You actually sing for them at the end?
Yeah, not all the time.
That's so sweet. In terms of music, a lot is also changing recently. Like सैयारा करके एक पिक्चर आई सर, बहुत हिट हुई, लोगों ने बहुत पसंद किया, गाने भी लोगों ने बहुत पसंद किया. लेकिन उसके बाद रिसेंटली एक सैयारा का जो मेन गाना है उसका एक AI वर्जन आया किशोर कुमार की आवाज में, एंड दैट हैज ऑल्सो गॉट मिलियंस ऑफ व्यूज. Now, positively looking, it's a good thing that people are listening to music, but there's also a scare that, an original voice can be replicated by technology now. As a singer, do you think AI can ever replace real art?
I don't think AI can replace an artist, because the soul content and the breadth of a singer can never be replicated by anything.
Will the normal audience feel that? Understand it? Do you think the normal audience has that much of a bandwidth to understand it?
They will. When they hear too much of AI, it'll get them without them knowing it. It is like some frequencies, it starts disturbing you without knowing it.
Yeah.
Without knowing it. There are certain frequencies or certain tonal qualities or certain light or certain graphics which disturb you, which will disturb a man who's in the term that he doesn't know anything about technology or something like that. Or you say something, no, a person, he sees Taj Mahal, a laborer or a beggar. वो got nothing. It's just क्या बात है, क्या खूबसूरत है. उनको थोड़ी मालूम है कि आर्किटेक्चर क्या है. ठीक है, तो वही आदमी किधर जा रहा है, ये क्या गंदा है यार ये. He doesn't know. So basically, people don't know the subjects in any fine arts. The same thing is frequencies also. It'll affect them. ये जो झूठ बोलते हैं ना, it cannot replicate the truth. That is my firm belief. नहीं होगा.
It's good to know because how rapidly AI is taking over jobs of everyone. It's good to know that. और इसमें जैसे आपने सर कहा ना विरह वाली फीलिंग, AI कहाँ से लाएगा वो
कहाँ से लाएगा?
हम्म
पिला नहीं सकते ना उनको.
जी.
कैसे होगा?
Yeah.
It's impossible. I don't think.
जी. To all those sir who are willing to become singers in the future, really take it up professionally, what would you like to tell them?
एक तो आप जरूर सीखिए गाना. It is better to know your art. That gives you a longer life because you can do so many things with that art. And the ability to sing more makes your mind think more creatively. Sing a song well and leave it. It's a hit. Enjoy it. Enjoy the success and leave it.
Don't get attached to it.
Don't get attached to the success. Get attached to the song. देखिए एक बात बोलूँ मैं कि हरिहरन ये अरे वंडरफुल ये बाय आप नूर जी बुलाए हैं. क्यों बुलाए हैं? गाने के लिए बुलाए ना, आर्ट के लिए बुलाए. मेरे लिए नहीं बुलाए. You don't know me also. I don't know you. So all this is only for that art. So there are two people. One is you and one is the artist living with you. So let that artist guy enjoy that and then don't get affected.
So true.
If we can do that, life is very simple. Very simple it is.
Sir, is there any actor you think justifies your voice on screen the best?
I think basically any actor who can sing a song with feelings, I think he justifies.
Yeah. But have you enjoyed singing? Yeah, he justified my voice.
Yes, a lot of people. I mean, starting from Jackie, then Anil Kapoor. I've sung a beautiful song in Kabhi Na Kabhi. तुम हो मेरी निगाहों पे छाई. अब जरूर देखिएगा. बहुत खूबसूरत उन्होंने भी निभाए हैं गाते हुए. Then I've sung for Salman, but he has not sung there.
Yeah, but he's emoted really well.
Yeah. I've sung a lot of songs for Ajay Devgan. And then I've sung some cute songs for Sunil Shetty.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And Sunny Deol.
All action stars.
Yeah. Sunny Deol. हम तुमसे ना कुछ कह पाए, तुम हमसे ना कुछ कह पाए. That song.
Yeah, beautiful song.
So, and in the South, I've done a lot of songs for Vijay, who is now in politics.
Yeah.
That's a lot of songs. Kamala Hassan, I've sung a lot of songs. Rajinikanth, a lot of songs I've sung for him. Mohanlal.
Yeah.
South I've sung for all.
A lot of them.
Yeah, all of them I've sung.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. Last question, sir, before we let you go. Today, if you had the chance to go and tell something to that 8-year-old Ravi, not Hariharan, to the 8-year-old Ravi, what will you tell him?
डरना मत बिड़ू, तेरा दिन आएगा.
जी, ये डर होता है.
तभी तो मतलब.
जी. But sir, you have inspired generations. I can't tell you how happy I am that you gave us this time, and you've been so candid, so kind during the conversation. It also shows the person that you are.
Yeah.
And Thank you for inspiring. Thank you for being you.
Thank you.
And thank you for coming for this. It really means a lot to us.
It's wonderful to spend these 2 hours with you and wonderful talking to you.
Thank you. Thank you so much for your time, sir.